If we go up to the other end of the spectrum, and again, this is how we would describe this, and believe you me, this has happened, whereby someone wants to physically do you harm, perhaps even kill you. They're going to take your car keys, they're going to leave you stabbed in a corner, they're going to go home, rape your wife and kids before killing them. This happens. And that mindset of having to win that fight then becomes totally different. And again, the points and the meridians can give us that sort of overview that we can use these more effectively. So again, we're just as an example from a grab here. Now, if I can just turn Steve here, just let go for a second. Steve's navel is here. Either side, running down here, are the stomach meridians. A very important one, which we will be using an awful lot later. Okay? Now, I can punch into this quite happily. Okay? So if I just come in, and the strike is going to be in and towards the into the spine. Okay? How did that feel?
Not good.
Not good. Okay? Delivered properly and at full speed, this has been noted to be a knockout. We could actually knock people out with this. Okay? So we're interrupting the energy that is going into the stomach from this, and it causes a shock. Obviously, that could be the next step up. If I'm really starting to worry, and this is getting well out of hand here, we all know of how thin the temple is, how thin the skull is by the temple here. We've also got the triple warmer meridian running down here. Now, I'm just going to tap into this very, very gently, okay? Now, when you're practicing with your partner, please do as I'm saying here. Have a system whereby you know of how much effect it has on your training partner. The reason being, some people, as I've mentioned earlier, are very, very, very susceptible. Others are a little bit less. Again, that's something we're going to cover later. So if I tap that into there, Steve, what would you give me? What would be your mark?
4.
Okay, so the scale we're using is 1, I felt it, nothing really happened. 10 is, I'm unconscious, I'm going to be doing this to you in a second. Okay, so if you see how gently that was struck here, and we're getting nearly halfway to a knockout. And again, something I'm going to be covering a little bit later on the start of DVD 2 is how to put layers or players into this technique. Okay, just going to show you again. I'm going to bring this in and back.
Same again,
4. Now watch. Mechanically, I'm going to do this exactly the same, but I'm going to put a layer, which is my breath, which is really one of the main things which is going to make this stuff work. 5.5. I'm just going to walk across to here. If you imagine, we're going to use this. You can imagine that's amplified. That's me hitting it, 30, 40 times harder. I promise you this is going to work.